The world didn't stop. That was the cruelest part. Cars still rolled past the hospital, headlights cutting through the dust like nothing happened. People still laughed somewhere, still complained about the weather, still lived. But she was gone. I walked in this dark, empty house, staring around, waiting for, I don't know, something. Maybe for the weight in my chest to lift.
Hey, buddy.
Or for the nurse to come back and tell me they made a mistake. Maybe for her voice, soft but steady, to remind me to stand up straight, to breathe, to keep going. But there was only silence. And me, a grown man who suddenly felt like a lost little boy. Who was Jeremiah Hughes? And why had my mom kept this? A chill crept up my spine as I scanned the article. The crime, the trial, the execution date, it was all there. But no mention of anything that tied this man to my mother, to him. Did you leave me some money? A lot of money? All right. Let's try my birthday. Okay. Maybe your birthday. Who are you? Hi, Mr. Hughes, I'm Ryan
Carter.
Right. Sorry.
So you gonna ask me if I did it?
You've probably answered that question 100 times.
1,000. Doesn't stop him from asking though.
I'm here to find out how the man who was supposed to change the world ended up sitting right there.
Supposed to change the world. Is that what they're saying about me now?
So they said 30 years ago. Youngest prosecutor to ever win a federal RICO case. The golden boy of justice.
Now I'm just the guy who killed one of the most powerful federal judges in history. Funny how that works.
Okay. Why Walker?
Why not? Pick any name out of the hat, and I bet you there's some reason somebody out there wants him dead.
Let's say I believe you. Your parking pass was logged into Walker's building a week before he died. Security said you were there for over an hour.
Probably prepping another case. Nothing unusual about that.
Except the case you were prepping wasn't on Walker's docket.
I had no reason to meet with Walker privately. My badge was docked, Wasn't me.
The night after, you purchased the burner phone. Cash purchase.
Have you ever worked in the system? Phones get compromised. Sometimes you need a private line for sensitive calls.
Like with Walker.
I told you. I didn't meet with Walker. Not then, not ever outside of court.
Messages between your burner phone and Walker's personal number. Urgent. Meet me tonight. Lastly, black sedan was spotted outside of Walker's home on the day that he died. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this looks like your license plate. Registered to the law firm that you used to work for.
Half the lawyers in the city had a black sedan back then. Have you ever tried to do something special, only to have the world turn it into something ugly?
No. Can't say that I have.
May 16th, 2023. Budding journalist falsely accuses black male college student of murder, relying on unreliable eyewitnesses. Ryan
All right.
Carter.
I did what I thought was right. At the time.
Or maybe you just realized that being the golden child isn't as easy as it looks. You graduated top of your class at both Morgan State University and Howard University, earning a Bachelor of Science with a major in communication and a minor in journalism. And if that weren't enough, you went on to earn a master's degree in criminal law. You interned at the Washington Post, where after several years of fetching coffee as an intern, they hired you. Adorable picture, by the way. So I ask you again, Ryan. Have you ever tried to do the right thing only to have the world turn it into something ugly?
Okay. Yeah. Every day.
So then you know what it's like to be a black man in this country. You work harder, stay cleaner, hold yourself to a higher standard, and still, it's not enough.
But you were supposed to be the guy who showed everybody that the system worked.
And look where it got me. 95-32. The year it happened, and the number of years of my life stolen because of it. You know, they don't prepare you for the wait.
What wait?
All of it. Being the one to make it. The one they parade around to show our progress.
You mean the expectations, right?
Exactly.
Every move you make is a headline. Every misstep an indictment of people that look like you.
People that look like us. You do everything right, keep your nose clean, and still, they're just waiting for you to slip. I was the youngest prosecutor in the district. First black lawyer in my firm to make partner. You know what that meant? Every case, every decision, every word scrutinized. Success wasn't just mine, it was theirs. Failure wasn't just mine either, it was ours.
So everyone who comes after, they have to carry the weight of successes and failures?
That's right. Because when we fall, they don't just say they fell. They say we all fell.
So how do you move when everybody has to carry your successes and failures?
You don't move for them. You move for the ones who can't. For the ones who never had a chance.
And that's enough?
No, but it's what keeps you going.
Are you afraid about tomorrow?
Afraid? No. I've been ready for years.
How? How can you just accept it?
Because I know I did everything I could with the time I had. My life wasn't perfect, but it mattered. You know, they say death is the great equalizer. But for people like us, life is where the real fight is.
One more thing. Do you know Gail Carter?
Gail Carter? No, I don't know the name.
Goodbye, Jeremiah.
Goodbye, Ryan.
Hey, baby.
Hi, Daddy, where are you?
I'm at Anna's house.
Can I read you a story?
Of course you can, baby.
You see that man lying there? That's my dad. And I'm Chase. He named me Chase because he always wanted me to chase my dream. And even since I could walk, he's been chasing me. I have big dreams about what I want to be. But if I could be anything or anyone in the world, I would be my dad.
Great job, baby. Now, you need to get some sleep, okay? Daddy loves you.
Love you too, Daddy.
I'll talk to you soon. What am I missing? The parking log, Jeremiah's car parked out front of Walker's house the night he died, license plate record, the burner phone. All too close to ignore, too close to be a coincidence. Why can't I figure this out? Tape. What am I even doing? It's pointless. Hughes' fate lies in the hands of 12 strangers. Jeremiah, I love Rose. Mom?
When we met at that gala, I didn't know I would fall in love.
Yeah, I'm calling on behalf of Jeremiah Hughes. Yeah, he's an inmate. Yeah. I just found some information that may prove his innocence. How quickly could we get that done? I mean, this is very important, okay? Extremely important. I completely understand that, but if we can get this done today, yes. Okay. Thank you.
Back so soon. My last meal is in 2 hours. Stick around, kid, and I'll share it with you.
How do you know Rose?
Rose. She was the love of my life. We met at a charity gala. She was stunning, smart, sharp. She had this way of looking at you like you were the only person in the room. She believed in me more than anyone else ever did. And when I talked about changing the system, she didn't just listen. She actually thought it was possible. But when I got arrested, she vanished. No goodbyes, no explanations, just... I looked for her for years, but nothing.
She didn't vanish, Jeremiah. Rose Witherspoon wasn't her real name. And the reason you couldn't find her is because she didn't want you to.
What?
There's something that you need to hear.
Ryan, if you're hearing this, it means you've opened the safe. There's so much I need to tell you, so much I couldn't say before. My father, he was a powerful man, but he was also dangerous. Judge Walker was investigating him, and Jeremiah Hughes was the lawyer tasked with taking the case. To protect his empire, my father used me. He made me get close to Jeremiah, to gain access to his files, his evidence. I'm the reason they could frame him. When we met at that gala, I didn't know I would fall in love. He was handsome. The suit he wore reminded me of Denzel Washington in Devil in the Blue Dress. His confidence was breathtaking as he moved effortlessly through the room. A man of few words, but when he spoke, he commanded the presence that made you believe in him. We talked about everything, building a life together and having kids. To raise a family like his dad. Huey always wanted a son, but made it a point he never wanted a junior. It was then I realized I was in too deep. I loved this man. I never wanted to disappoint him, but the damage had already been done. So, when I found out I was pregnant, I couldn't let my father's world touch my child. So I ran. I started over for you.
For years I wondered how I would feel when, if I ever heard her voice again. Now, after 11,680 days and 9 hours and now, after realizing she's the one that I've spent all this time, I feel nothing. And for the next 29 minutes, I'll wonder whatever happened to our child.
My mom always told me I had a way with words. Even when I used to journal when I was a kid all those years ago, she used to say that my words commanded a presence. It made people believe in me. I'm not a junior.
All this time.
My mom never really told me much about my dad. She just said that I reminded her of him. Small things. Like the way I impatiently tap my finger when I'm anxiously ready to prove my point. Or I flare up my nostrils when I'm upset.
Tell me everything.
You kind of did the research already. But I do have a junior. You would love him. I mean, he's amazing. He's this smart kid. He's super talented and talker. Like, you thought we talked a lot? Sometimes I can't even get this kid to be quiet.
No. Keep going, please.
I can't wait for you to meet him. He's just brilliant. Sometimes he does things that I don't know where he got it from.
I'm a father.
Dad. You coming?